What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I hope this message is finding you well. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, this like my third time having to shoot this video because my power went out twice. If y'all saw my post on Instagram and Facebook, but I said my power went out twice, but I love this outfit. Are y'all not feeling this Gambian fabric? It's so nice, and a puff sleeve. The drama of a puff sleeve. I love it. And this is Gambian fabric as well, but it's so much business game I'm gonna be dropping on you guys today. And I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where I am. I'm not sure why people wonder where I am. It's as if I'm running, as if I have to make videos every day. Unfortunately, like, I have to remind people of this. Like, I'm not fixing to be that YouTuber making videos every day. And I apologize that the timing is during scandal, and the people that want drama want to spin it in such a way. She's on the run. Why they made no videos? Where's she at? I mean, we're not, no ma'am, no sir, we're not doing that. Art's handling business. Art is getting rest. Art's working on her natal chart readings, because people do sign up for those. So, I mean, they're 45 minutes each. So I have to put a lot of time and energy in a lot of things. And I'm not trying to trivialize the situation, because I know investments and fraud and allegations of scandal and scamming, like, that's serious. But when you know your role, and you know you ain't a part of that, you know you're not no scammer, like, none of that stuff bothers you. So I'm seeing that we do have a lot of people that get it. We have some people that are patient with the process, because a lot of people are wondering, where is my money and stuff like that. But the thing I can share with you is this. First of all, you probably know I can't say a whole bunch of stuff, because legally, like, that's just not smart, and I want to make sure that things are handled correctly and the receipts really come out. And so we have to be very, very careful with what's being said. But what I will tell you is this: even as a novice investor or a seasoned investor, what investors will know, and people that have been involved in investments before, when you start an audit, it kind of stops everything. So if you like, where my money at? I don't want to be involved with something fraudulent. You have to understand, like, because we ain't fraudulent. I damn sure ain't fraudulent. I'm not the person that's over the money. So it's not like in my pocket, like, all right, girl, here it is. Because that would be fraudulent as hell. So because we are professional and we're handling things in the right legal fashion, I can tell you right now, when it's an audit being done on your money, everything, how it's being accounted for, that is being taken into account, and everything that's being done with it. So you want that to be done correctly. So with that being said, art is not on the run. Art is on the loose. Like, you know, this is the drama of it all. But this is going to be a really insightful part 3 edition when we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of building. When you come to Africa, when you think about repatriating, because I know a lot of people ready to get their African, outfits going, like, yeah, girl, that look good, I'm gonna get me. It's so much more than that. When you repatriate, like, it's gonna be something more that needs to sustain you when you're out here. That's probably the number one question I always get. And I go back into my business bag of tricks and some of my business advice and things that have worked for me over the years when it comes to repatriating. One of the first things that I have seen when it comes to entrepreneurship in this day and age, if you're not running your business online, if you're not really uncomfortable with that concept, you're kind of going to be left behind. And there are a couple things when it comes to being online that will generate you real money. Now, some of the income streams you guys see that I have, one of which being the womb school, you see the book sales, you see the sea moss, you see the num num sauce now. And so you're kind of seeing the different facets of business that I'm involved in. Now, think about affiliate marketing, because that's what it is when you have a promo code like I have with Plant-Based Jeff and with House of Imhotep. When you use that promo code RD80, or if you go to numnumsauce.com, our food partners, and you put in promo code B1BBQ, you get a cut. And why am I interested in affiliate marketing and affiliate partnerships? Because that's one of the fastest ways to grow your brand and to kind of grow your reach of what people can be interested in. Everybody's not going to want to be a part of the womb school, right? So you want to have a lot of different income streams out there. It's really like a way of looking at yourself as diversified businessman. So you have a diversified portfolio of businesses that you're involved in. So when I get that cut from Num Num Sauce, that cut from House of Imhotep, that's a whole new stream of income for me. I didn't have to come up with an herb store. I didn't have to come up with a sauce. That's just a partnership that I chose. Why did I choose it? And this is something that I talk about a lot when it comes to getting business game and how to really leverage yourself and how to really do this online marketing thing, because marketing is a whole nother beast, and I'm going to get to that too. I'm not going to be posting, I'm not going to be interested in selling or even promoting something that I'm not passionate about. So those of you who are just getting to know me, I'm serious about our people reversing disease and getting back in order and getting away from these doctors and healing ourselves. So House of Imhotep was a very easy partnership for me back in 2017, and House of Imhotep has been giving me a steady cut every month. And as my network has grown, so have the sales and so has my commission base, right? Now, the other one that I just recently joined last year, Plant-Based Jeff, shout out to my Taurus brother. It's so funny, I have a lot of earth signs that I'm involved with. Earth signs be doing business, they really do, they like order too. But House of Imhotep and Plant-Based Jeff. Plant-Based Jeff, he started 2019 December-ish, and we were at my house discussing it, and all of our friends was there and stuff like that, and we were all going through a transition in our business, shifting it, making it more, and he was talking about how he was going to focus on sea moss sales. Since Jeff is blown up, and thankfully he's so crisp and clean and professional with his stuff, so that if you do want to be an affiliate, you do want to be a business owner of sea moss sales, he's got a whole program. He's got the transitional based food program, he's got the transitional based courses, and the sea moss sales itself. So that made it really easy for me because he has a damn good product. I believe in it. I'm not going to promote something I'm not passionate about. And that's kind of an easy thing. And that's the way I am with my friends. My Venus is in Capricorn. I know y'all don't like me throwing in astrology talk and stuff like that, or real talk, but that is the way I see the world. And this is about human behavior analysis. And what I mean by when I say my Venus is in Capricorn, Capricorn is the sign of practicality, work, accomplishing goals, projects, getting it done, determination. So Venus is the planet of love and relationships. Just go with me 1 second. I know all the astrology people like, keep going, keep going. Okay, but Venus is the planet of love and relationships and what you need in relationships and what relationships are best for you. So my Venus in Capricorn means my most ideal relationships are partnerships. When in my relationships, it's very work oriented. We're very much focused on doing something, and what I bring to relationships is the plan of seeing it through, the work ethic. How can I help you? How can we achieve the goal? So that's something that I was able to see about myself and help others see with the natal chart readings. And that's another thing. The natal chart readings was a completely different income stream for me. Now, I said all that to say, when you have all these income streams going on about things you're personally passionate about, that makes it very easy for you to promote it, right? Well, not so easy, because this is the part people don't really have training in, and that's marketing. That's this whole social media thing, how to make people give a fuck about what you posted. And even though there is a method to the madness, I'm just going to go over this is what you need to know. Like, for example, if you ever wanted to be an affiliate with me, or even, let's say, for example, with Jeff or Num Num Sauce, do you know how to make posts that are engaging? Do you know how to write posts in such a way, in such a prose that, like I said, pulls people to want to buy? A lot of us haven't gotten that yet. This is, for me, this is years and years and years of sales writing. This is years of reading books about the psychology of sales and how to write a headline. Working in TV and radio, like, it is a real consciousness of copywriting, sales writing. That is a real genre. You pay people to do that. The reason why you're looking at the TV shows and even the commercials and buying the products you're buying is because somebody had the knowledge and the psychology of sales to know what to write and how that could engage you and pull you in. What image, what headline, what first few words will pull you in. That's been something I've been studying all my life, and I see us out here, we don't know how to do that. Like, that's something that takes you all the way back, damn near, you will feel like you're in grade school again, because you have to learn the mechanics of words and grammar and English. And hell, most of our black folks don't know the difference between to, you're, and your, like there and there. Like, we've been dumbed down, which is why we're not able to compete, which is why we're not able to bring forth quality products, which is why we just are in the position we're in as black people, not having nothing, not owning nothing. This is not all of us, because it's a real sector and class of us that's getting this thing right, that are operating on a top tier level in business. And then there are some of us that are very new to this online business game. It's fun sounding to you, but doing it is a whole nother thing. So if you're coming to Africa, and even if you're staying in America, if you just want to get off the plantation, you want to free yourself, you better start thinking about affiliate marketing. What are the products that you like? Some of y'all may not even know nobody to reach out to. Like, start getting in the business group. Start thinking about that. Social media is the most passive way to make money and to help people. It's a woman right now, I'm hoping she gets me an affiliate code, because I like what she's doing, because she's a vegan chef out of Atlanta. Her name is at Chef Nikki in the Mix. Her and her husband and family are already viral. They don't need none of my promo. But Chef Nikki in the Mix, y'all go check her out. Chef Nikki in the Mix, she has a pancake batter. And I messaged her right before I came out here to the Gambia. I was like, girl, do you have a promo code or whatever? She was like, girl, I'm going to get you one. I promise I'm going to get you one. I was like, girl, get me one. Because we need more vegan batters. We need more vegan products. And speaking of products, here's another thing that we can segue into when it comes to being competitive in this industry. I talked about this in the last video. Why is it that we don't have a lot more products coming out of Africa? A lot more distribution coming out of Africa? Products in your home say made in China. Like, that's where a lot of your products come from. And there's no reason for that. Africa is a continent full of natural resources. There should be all types of products sourced from here, including artwork, clothes, fabrics, textiles, food, medicines, herbs, all this type of stuff. I was even thinking about, I've been thinking about this for a while, this subscription box. Every one of you repats right now, if you so hungry and thirsty for clicks and you don't really know what your purpose is, this is an easy one for you. And I have so many that just went through my head. But when we talk about coming to Africa and really, really being somebody that's an asset to Africa, why don't y'all jump on this subscription box business? Subscription box that has, if you in Ghana, if you in Kenya, wherever you are, why don't you make a subscription box, right, service of things that are from that country? Do you know how many people would pay for that? Do you know how much help I need with that right now? I've been conceptualizing this for the longest. I've been wanting to launch that for the longest. I just need help doing it. It's a need for it. This is not the first person to do subscription box services, by the way. Like, if you haven't noticed, it's a very, very common business model. But if you one of these low-level people that ain't privy to the up-and-coming business models, like you fixing to be doing some dusty-ass shit online, trying to do things for clickbait, because you only have focused on one income stream, which is YouTube. You can't do that. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. And I saw right then, I said, oh, okay, this YouTube check, okay, I get it. But I see how people hustle for it. And I never wanted to be a person to hustle for one type of check. Another thing I want to give you guys, I talked about the import-export, having a subscription box. Another business opportunity that you guys see us involved in and see me involved in is the Airbnb model, is the vacation rental model. As repats continue to come over here, yes, they're going to want to get Gambian fresh. They're going to want to get their outfits on, but they're also going to want to need somewhere to stay. Airbnb is a model that works. Airbnb ain't nothing new. We've been allowing people to come in our homes and in exchange for this and just helping people out, travelers. We've been doing that since the old days, right? And so I thought Airbnb was smart for building off of something that was already in our collective consciousness. Opening your home, allowing people to have somewhere to stay, room and board. That's very basic. So I love companies that have products that we need. the Airbnb model for repats, you better get on it. That's not something that you have to be a brain surgeon or a neurosurgeon, rocket science to do. You don't have to be a genius to do that. These are business models that work. When I was in Atlanta and I used Airbnb a couple times, our family has had to use it. It's like I was noticing it was so many people, middle-aged people especially. I was like, they are sitting up here comfortably, and even from the 20s, rent out their apartments. I said, they comfortably making thousands of dollars a month just by opening their doors. You can do that. The way I think of it as being very, very helpful for the locals, especially when you are in African countries, like let's say, for example, the Gambia. When we take ownership, and when you take ownership of a lease, which is one of the models that you saw us do with the properties, and I'll continue that model, is very smart. The reason I personally like it, because up close and personal, you get to see how your money directly affects the Gambians. Like, it's Gambians that own a lot of these compounds, but they don't have anybody to rent them out. Well, when we come into town and we bring our money, you directly affect the family of the people of that compound, and you get to live among them. Ain't nothing wrong with you separating and going to get your house built from scratch. Nothing's wrong with that. We're talking about multiple income streams, multiple business models that work. All right, the Gambians indirectly, they getting on the Airbnb model, just indirectly with a lot of repats coming into their country needing somewhere to stay, so they're getting their hustle on. You know what I mean? Like, they're getting that business opportunity handed to them, and that's what we're creating for them. And that's why I like that model, and I'm gonna kind of stay with that model, as well as intellectual property. There is so much business game with this. Intellectual property, I talked about Airbnb model, that's one thing. Intellectual property, another thing that you see, but you may not know that it's called that. Intellectual property is when you sell intellectual property. This is webinars, this is courses, this is even video courses, whatever you want to call it, that's intellectual property. Books, audio books, you need to get on your intellectual property. If you have knowledge that you know people need, this is the information age, and it ain't nothing wrong with having free information. Yeah, you have free information, but you have to also be a business owner. There's nothing wrong with charging for your course. We the only people that's calling somebody a scam and a fraud for needing to pay for information. We the only people that do that. When you paying for somebody's time, you paying for a webinar, as we had, the webinar for housing and business and the top 25 questions for repats, that webinar was just $25. That's an income stream. Now, if you see me making money and it was a good idea, don't call me a scammer, because I'm only selling intellectual property as I would a book, audio book, cassette tape, DVD. Same thing. You need to get on it. The other thing that I learned online, and I'm talking about this is without having to leave your house. I've given y'all a lot without even having to leave your house. But I'm going to come back to that Airbnb real quick. Let's say you wanted to do that, right? You and your homegirl was like, we're finna take Art's advice. Let's go to Africa and do this Airbnb thing. The easiest way to do it is to rock with people that you can trust. Find a real estate agent. It don't matter if you want to go through me or not. I don't care. But for me, I know who to work with, the real estate agents. Just have somebody get you properties, and you go and make sure they're good, and you be the resource. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all can do that. You can put together $2,500 and pay up a lease for a whole year and resell it to people and fix it up. That ain't nothing hard. That's not a hard operation, but that is a very, very viable stream of income, and that's not hard to implement, and I like to get to it fast. These are real business models that's in our faces every day, but if someone's not breaking it down to us, we are just getting left out. That's just what it is. So again, the Airbnb model is something so available to us with the amount of people that's coming over here. You and your friend can come over together, lease one of these places, and re-rent it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do the same thing. You better watch this game. You better brand yourself. Get your place up to standard just like you would Airbnb. Get on it. Okay, now, within that, how the hell do I know people that's going to even rent this stuff out? It's something called email database marketing. That's something I learned back in 2012 when I wasn't even on social media like that. I was using something called meetup.com. And meetup.com is basically a bunch of groups. It's a special interest group social media site where you can build groups of people that are interested in what you're interested in. What I learned from that was the easiest way to have a capture audience that wanted what you had. For example, a lot of my meetup groups were about singles events and women empowerment, right? But within that, I had my matchmaking business, life coaching, the women empowerment events with the hair and teaching women how to do makeup. Well, when I have a group that's called Black Singles of Atlanta or Black Women Empowerment Group, I have however many 60, 70, 80 women in that group. And what Meetup does, what Facebook and all social media does, it just gives you access and it gives you eyes of those people all day long. You get access to marketing to a specific core group, niche group all day long. So that's going to be the people that buy your shit. It's those people in that special interest group. And that's really what Facebook, Instagram is. But Meetup.com, it introduced me to the concept of email database marketing. So when you send out a message and you make a post, it goes throughout the group to everybody's email address. Email addresses are still extremely important. You see your email every day, even if it's an email that's a high traffic email or not. Email is your connection with that client, with that potential client for forever. Okay, so that's very powerful. I learned email database marketing about 2012. I was with my ex-fiance. Shout out to you, Gemini. But I had an addiction to wigs, okay? I had an addiction. I was drinking a lot too. But I had an addiction to wigs. And I wanted to get a wig every week. And even though my fiance, he said, look, I'm going to pay for all the bills. I'm going to let you focus on your business. He was the first one to really invest in me, get me a laptop and all that stuff. Love you, black men. Love you. But he's told me, look, focus on your business. I get it, and I'll pay for the bills. But I will not buy your wine, because he didn't drink nor smoke. He was a good guy, too. He was straight up. He was like, I'm not going to buy your wine or your wigs. I was like, dang. But it forced me to have to make that income for myself. So when I made posts and the way I set up my post, I said, well, you know what? I had the ticket service I was using, doattend.com, and I was offering sessions, events, you know what I mean, things like that. And I would charge maybe $25 for the ticket, $25, $39 for the course or a session I was offering. And when I sent it throughout the group, however many people was in the group, and I was in about 16 different groups, mind you. It wasn't just one. I was, a facilitator in many groups and group coordinator in some other groups and stuff like that. But once you send that out to those hundreds of people, somebody's going to click. And all I needed was about $50 to get my wig and my wine. And I had a small little hustle. And I was like, dang, every time I make a post, I can get paid, depending on how I set it up, depending on if it's an easy thing for people to understand. Like, that's stuff that I kind of understood over time, like setting it up, the way a post is set up, the way people can find monetizing your post, basically. Like, don't just be posting, like, you need to post to get paid. This is marketing, one-on-one. Y'all making posts. It was some people that was trying to be affiliates with ART CATHEY HEALS, Miss Girl, and you ain't really know how to market my shit. You just throwing up a raw link with no image. No, like, we gotta learn how to do this, okay? It's a real learning curve, which is why so many of us still wonder how the hell is people making money online? How you do this, okay? Let me look at some notes, because I took some notes for real. Shout out to my girl Taisha, because I'm gonna talk about what she's doing. Two things about what she's doing that's been extremely helpful. Taisha did a course in the womb school not too long ago. Maybe it was last year. It was called How to Monetize Your YouTube Channel and Get the Coins. That's still in the womb school. That course is still available for free in the womb school. But she was telling us how to monetize our YouTube channel. Back then, I was so focused on the womb school and everything else I had going on. I just didn't have the energy to do YouTube like that. But the whole time she was telling us, and I'm just watching her YouTube channel grow and grow and grow, and I'm seeing she's got affiliate partnerships and her product. I'm like, what is this girl doing? You know, I'm like, this girl is, and she's professional, and her video quality is like stunning. I'm like, whoa. So she has Time on X products. Time on X products is self-defense gear, gun holsters, gun accessories, stuff like that. And like I said, self-defense gear like what they call brass knuckles, all types of stuff. I even think she got mace. Look, that's something she's passionate about though. Taisha is a gun girl, and her sales, I know, are good right now. She did a video on my channel. I put it on my channel. It was a spoof, a satire of jogging while black. So many people thought it was a real video, but she creatively introduced her products, and that damn thing went viral. It got over 100,000 views on Facebook, then on Instagram, who knows, and on my YouTube channel it got a lot of views. So Taisha busy with her product. That's a product base, okay? And then she's got YouTube. So that was like, wow, this is somebody that has got their own line of products and is being paid from YouTube. I was sleeping on the YouTube thing. Now, when you do get your YouTube, there's something that we cannot teach you, and that's having talent. That's the ability to know how to brand. You can pay somebody to do this, but if you're not really sitting and knowing who you are on an authentic level, nobody's still gonna give a shit, and your shit's really not gonna pop or be authentic or really successful. You may make a whole lot of money, but eventually it's gonna burn you out. You'll be like, man, I don't like that. So I tell people, go for the things that really resonate with you, what you're really passionate about. I'm not gonna talk about nothing I'm not passionate about. We got too many sisters that's getting fibroid surgery and stuff and hysterectomies. And I know it's simple things that we can do and simple herbs that we can take. I put the yellow dock root, burdock root, sarsaparilla root, all those different herbs and what they do. We suffering with stuff. That's something I'm serious about. I know they're trying to kill us. I know they've been successful at killing a lot of us. So telling people what to take from yellow dock to castor oil and to putting it in chapter 5 of my book, The Castor Oil Pack Method, how to naturally dissolve fibroids, that's serious. That's never going anywhere. That intellectual property is always going to be valuable. And when I talk about intellectual property, I don't know if I really stressed enough that your intellectual property needs to be valuable. That womb school right now, that online space for women, that support group, it ain't just a support group. I knew I wanted to create an online library. And when I say school, it's a school. So if you want to see something about dissolving fibroids, losing weight, how to stop an STD breakout, you can actually put STD in the search engine of the womb school, and it'll pull out a recipe for STD anti-breakout water and what herbs you should take. You know, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get your bloating down, all types of stuff. You can just put those keywords in the search engine, and it'll pull up that information for you. The book that I wrote, it's full of knowledge to how the African got sick, but not just the historical perspective, but again, how can we heal? How can we stay out of the hospital? How can we stop allowing them to rape you for thousands and thousands of dollars and you watching your real kin folks die? But shit that you could have reversed with $12. Sarsaparilla root. Y'all got STDs, y'all got eczema, we've got cancer, breast cancer, all types of real plagues that we're afflicted with and subjugated to in a racist medical system, and you don't know how to heal yourself, you're a sitting duck. So that type of intellectual property, as well as how we heal collectively and how we unify, how we heal our relationships, how do we come back in order with the black man, our original protector, our only protector in line of defense and provider, how we do that, how we get feminine grace again, like all of that's in there. That's stuff we need to know. I can't talk about nobody else but my people. That's something I'm passionate about. That's where my purpose and my destiny path took me. You got to find yours. We got a lot of copycats out here. We got a lot of people that's in the black empowerment space that don't give a damn about blacks being empowered. And you can tell. Some of you can anyway. It's a new fad to be the conscious girl and talking about, yes, we need to all come together and we need to, like that's a fad, like that's trend to be conscious. It's a lot of ex-hoes that just put on a head wrap and, D, I can teach you how to cleanse your womb. You need to let go of them spirits, all right? And I'll get you that yoni steam for $99, and then we're going to do a healing retreat. Like, everybody's got the shit. They trying to follow the same type of thing that they've seen, but it's not about being a copycat. It just isn't. And that's the thing that I can't teach somebody as to how to find your lane. When you find out your energy, when you start looking at your true nature and your gifts and weaknesses like that, That's why I really like to focus, and I enjoy doing people's natal chart readings, because we get to really talk about what you're here to do, what your natural abilities are, based on how you were born, based on the stuff around you that ain't nobody else told you. I ain't trying to get too deep into that. But that's my shit though. That's my lane. I can talk energies and psychology as said by the universe. I can talk about nature psychology, which was called the zodiac or astrology, but that's just nature psychology, sweetie. Nature is human behavior analysis. I can talk that all day. Even when it comes to our present situation, I'm like, I see the damn zodiac signs playing out. Go look at my last post I made yesterday. It was a black man with a shopping cart. And on God, I promise you, that shopping cart had a barbecue grill on it. And the styrofoam place was underneath that. And I was just like, nigga, I can't even do nothing to respect that hustle. And so I posted it because it just chokes me up every time just to see the ingenuity and the spirit of our people and that hustle to keep going. I said, guess his sign. All my money is on Gemini and Capricorn because they don't give a fuck and they get to the paper. Okay, brains plus work ethic, or a late January Aquarius because they innovative as fuck. And I went down the list even in my comment section. I said, I already know this is not a Virgo, because a Virgo would want a more refined approach and will just save up to get a brick and mortar. I said all the water signs, the Cancer, the Pisces, and the Scorpio, they live too much in their head and they gonna be too scared to do something like that. And people were laughing because we know our energies are real and it comes up in our life. All the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, we with the shits. We will have a damn buggy with a barbecue grill coming down the street. Okay? You want some links? We got sandwiches. Boom. You want some sauce on the side or on your bread with the numnumsauce.com, promo code B1BBQ. We'll do it. And I just was screaming at the responses because y'all know, even with this situation, let me redirect it and talk about it like this without, blasting nobody or whatever. But y'all understand, like it don't matter. Like we can talk about this in a real way. But Pisces, can I just be honest? I got a Pisces moon, okay, moon, not my dominant, because child, this is where we differ. But what I've seen even in this situation, Pisces and Gemini, I'm gonna put this for both of y'all. Don't try to do too much. Pisces, y'all have a problem. And people, first of all, y'all don't know I love Pisces. I adore Pisces. But that don't mean I can't call y'all out on y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their positives and negatives and stuff like that. But Pisces, everybody is not your friend. You're going to have to learn some boundaries, okay? You're going to have to learn that your big dreams have to have order and consistency, and you have to guard your energy. Guard your energy, Pisces. You can't be letting everybody in. You have to know that what you have is special. And because you're a helper, you're a counselor, you're a healer, you be trying to heal everybody, and that do not work. And I be looking like the asshole to y'all sometimes, like, nope, block. That's the role I've had to play with my Pisces friends in my life. My homegirls, I be like, don't call her, leave her alone, because they just gonna keep fucking with people that they don't need to fuck with and doing shit they don't need to do. But this Sag, I'm too clear for that. I like authenticity too much, and I just have to cut it and say it. Like, it's gonna make me sick if I don't say the damn truth. But Pisces, they can have a tendency, they're predisposed to living in a fantasy and not seeing what's real, okay? They can't see what's real, and they do not want to have the tough conversations. Like, I saw a person's comment when I made a post on my Facebook not too long ago, and I was talking about, what did I say? If you had to sacrifice any sign for 2020 to get back on track, which sign would it be? If you had to sacrifice to kill any sign? Everybody was saying they signs, but I said, notice that nobody say Pisces, because they sweet and they don't bother nobody. Now, I stand for Pisces. The Pisces don't, I'm talking March particularly, because February, y'all can handle y'all own. You got a little hell in you, But the March ones, I be like, y'all, somebody put in the comments, they leave out important information. Child, if I had the screen, I said, Lord, y'all do, because y'all scared to have the tough conversations. until y'all blow up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And now you in a full emotional meltdown. But until then, you just saying, oh, everything is fine. Oh, no, that's good. It's cool. And you thinking you can make everybody happy. Now, I called out the Gemini aspect because Gemini ain't ever wrong about shit. Nope, I got it. Yep, I know. Gemini, because they are geniuses. Because they do move fast. Because they can figure it out. They like, boom, boom, where we going? Okay, we fucking, we gonna get that casino. Okay, I want to get a jazz lounge. Okay, then we need to get a spot for the nails. And if you want to get some nails going, you can get some hair going. I know somebody that got some bundles. And they bundles ain't just regular bundles. Like, Gemini got a lot going on. Especially if they're June Gemini. And I love them for it. But you can't do all of that. They trying to they overbooking. They overscheduling people. You had an appointment at 3 p.m., but that Gemini had been on the phone with the appointment before you too long, and he forgot he got 6 people to pick up on the way to the airport, but he's still trying to do your session while he's on the way to the airport. Don't nobody want your split attention while you doing all that stuff. Be focused, Gemini. Be focused, Pisces. Y'all better get this game. This is what I'm learning. This is what I'm seeing. And so when it comes to putting things back on track, even for me, God love my Pisces, Gemini aspect friends. And, they already know who I'm talking about. If you do, don't, you don't, it don't matter. But for the cleanup crew and to get things back on track, you damn sure better believe I called my cavalry of the earth sign. I'm talking about, and if y'all know me, y'all already know who those riders are. The most brilliant black men, the most powerful black men in my life. I said, ain't this some shit? We got to call the earth signs to get the order again. And I have so much confidence in them earth signs. Okay, so that's how I already know. We're not fucking around moving forward because everything is going to have some order. We're not going to be all about, because certain aspects, certain people, I'll go back to the regular talk, we can get overstimulated, okay? And this is a learning lesson. Like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, we want to do great things in life, but don't want to go through anything. That's so weird. Like, we want to have all these spiritual revelations, but don't want to go through anything. We swear we like Marcus Garvey and the likes of Malcolm X and those people, but when you see what they went through, you gonna understand how we haven't stopped doing this. This is history repeating itself in so many ways with the pathology of our people and how we think. It's like we're very emotionally reactive people. And so when it comes to getting things back on track, yes, I just drug y'all Pisces, but emotionalism, that ain't even gonna work. Like that doesn't work. And I'm a woman and I've had to learn that. But when you see men emotional, like you see with a lot of our men, a lot of our women, our emotions are off track. That is a core reason at the root of why we can't really produce and why we can't really work with each other that well. It ain't our fault we got trauma. We got PTSS. Like, we so fucked up. But we trying to do great things. And so you got to have compassion for yourself, have compassion for your people. But do not be apologetic about calling out the bullshit at all. Let me see if I covered everything in my notes. Oh, my God. Let's talk about Master P real quick. Master P, I feel like Master P is setting an example a lot of us need to follow. He's got pancake mix, rice. I think the brother got the syrup. He's got the cereal. And I think he's got the wrap snacks. In the pack, the ramen noodles. Like, I think he got flour now. And baking soda. I shared that article to my Facebook. I said, this is what I'm talking about. Shout out to the men in April. I love April men because y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't never scared. Y'all really do bust into uncharted territory. Love a good ram and a bull. A late April Taurus. Love y'all. That's where our son Garvey is too. And he gonna be a boss and CEO just like Master P. I love you, Master P. That's my celebrity crush. If I have to be honest, I ain't even finna front. That's my celebrity crush. Fuck it. Okay? For his business savvy. All right. For it, child, don't get me fucked up at home. But no, for his business savvy, like, that's what we need to be on. And he don't give a damn about what y'all saying. You know how many niggas was talking shit about him when he came out with the ramen noodles? That's unhealthy. But y'all done been buying ramen from everybody else. But when girl, if y'all don't go somewhere and get some business and sit down. You done bought everybody else's courses, everybody else's syrup, rice, flour. And now you want to come. I noticed it. I said, look at how we acting. Y'all did the same with Soldier Boy. Y'all called him a scam for wanting to come up with his own console. I mean, literally try, like somebody gonna even send me an email. Well, actually, he was scamming. Like, you missed the point. If you ever wanted to ever be anything, there will always be somebody that'll shoot down any dream. There'll always be haters. That's the way it is. Hater niggas marry hater bitches and have hater kids. Okay, you better remember that. If Kanye didn't say nothing right, he said that right. So if you want to come up with your line of snacks, a pack of noodles, whatever you want to do, you need to be thinking about creating that industry for yourself. Practicing group economics, because that's what y'all are seeing me do. We're practicing group economics, cross-pollination, when you invite other people to promote and build their YouTube channel on your channel. That's cross-pollination. When you have affiliate codes that you share that's helping your friends' business and brand, and you get a cut, that is affiliate marketing. That's strategic partnerships. Like, I mean, this is the way you really do it. You don't have to hate on people that's doing it, and you don't have to try to chip away at their empire, because that's never going to work. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else I missed. Nope, talk about that. Yeah, y'all need to think about servicing this repat community that's coming. As me and my mom will do, as I talked about before, we're going to be focusing on senior citizens and them having an easy transition, because you can only talk about what you experience, you know, and as we get things on track and allow things to be cleaned out, restarted, renewed. This is Scorpio season. See, Scorpio season is about secrets, things that we have been keeping inside, secrets revealed. They probably like, see, I knew you were scamming. You said secrets. No. Things that we've been hiding, things that do need to come up so that it can be cleansed, so that we can evolve, transform, because it's not only about the deep darkness and what we don't see and exposing what we don't see, it's also about rebirth. So this season of Scorpio is not just about death, it's about rebirth, it's about regeneration, and it's about forging new paths. And then in December, in Sagittarius season, it's going to be about the light of truth. It's going to be about optimism. It's going to be about your big visions coming to pass. And it's going to be for those, we are the champions, my friends. That's the song for the Sagittarius. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Dun, 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 dun. We are the champions. Sagittarius are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause Sagittarius the champions of the stars. I have to sing that for the Sagittarius every time, because we are the champions. Even though I got this little crybaby Pisces moon, thank God that is not my dominant. And we've kind of decided behind the scenes, I don't know if unless it's a late February, boy, I'm going to pass on having a son, a Pisces son. I just can't. I love y'all. I'll do a Pisces daughter, but no, I can't. And we can't. We cannot. Nope. We're going to need you to be able to get it together, because, woo, y'all are some precious, amazing people, Pisces, but in this household, we're going to need y'all to be a little bit more rock solid, and, you know, we understand what's going on, and you're not living in a dream world fantasy trying to please everybody and deluding yourself like everything's okay. Like, I just wouldn't even be able to deal with a son like that. I would not do it. I ain't doing it. Naturally in touch with their feminine side, like, woo. Because when it's time to chop off some heads and put some people in order and say the hard things that need to be said, Pisces, y'all need to kind of understand that it don't matter. It's cool. Just tell us what we need to know, because we already feel something. You're not hiding anyway. You think you so slick. That's the other thing. Water signs, y'all be swearing y'all slick. Y'all not slick. I call Pisces, but they're the nicest liars in the world. And I am dominant Sag with a Virgo rising, thank God. But my Pisces traits are good. The Pisces traits that I have are good. The creativity, the ability to be sensual, the ability to be psychic, the ability to be creative, artistic. But all of that other stuff, like my Sag, get rid of that. Like, don't know how to have boundaries with folks. Like, hell no, you cutting off here. You ain't got my number. I ain't answering you. Like that. That is where we freaking differ, okay? But I hope y'all got something out of this. And yeah, ain't nobody damn running and hiding. I can only imagine what headlines y'all are being manipulated by. But somebody, they need to have a sacrifice. They need a scapegoat. And I'll be that scapegoat. Y'all don't know nothing about this song. They hung her high. They stretched her wide. She hung her head. For me, she died. That's love. That's love. They hung him high. They stretched him wide. That's how I feel like, y'all. You want somebody to be sacrificed. So if y'all need to sacrifice me for the cause, if you needed somebody to call a scammer, you tired of calling out your government officials, your shitty government in Africa, this is somebody you feel like that you can touch and you can crucify. So here you go. They hung her high. They stretched her wide. She hung her head. For me, she died. That's love. I'll sacrifice myself for these YouTube clowns out here that need some clicks. Girl, look, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, honey. If you need to keep Art Cathy name in your mouth and not look at any of these other ways I said you can make money from affiliate, strategic marketing, strategic partnerships, Airbnb, okay, that model is real. Import, export, your online store, you need to have that. The subscription-based business and boxes. If any of y'all that can do that, have done that, want to be a part of mine, my Gambia-based gift boxes, let me know. I don't even know what I'm calling it. Intellectual property, you better get you a book, audio book course. I'm coming out with my second book. And I had postponed a cookbook, a vegan cookbook last year, Meals That Heal. You know, I have to reflip that now. And even when it comes to that, like, that's been so exciting to work on behind the scenes, because I see I'm going to have to go with a volume 1 and volume 2, because I said I was only going to do 20 recipes. But I'm already full on my desserts. And I like desserts. Maybe that's because I like desserts. I got peach cobbler, vegan, German chocolate cake, brownies. Like, I got pancakes. Like, I got soul and a lemon. I just added like a lemon cake, a vegan lemon cake. I said, Lord have mercy, I'm going to have to come out with a volume 2. But that's going to be an audio book, so you don't have to get no paper. You can just pop it in, listen to it. That's intellectual property that I'm creating. Okay? You can do the same thing. You can go to Christopher Bradley at Grimm Noir Graphics, okay? Brother Grimm on Instagram, and let him get your logos together. Our editor, Melvin, and shout out to him, he's dealing with the death of his family right now. His grandfather passed, and he's not able to do a lot of the editing work for me behind the scenes for those commercials and those great videos you see. He's not able to do that right now. So it's like I have to, that's why y'all see Film and Go, my app. That's what I used to upload. You know what I mean? Like, I have other things that I'm going to be doing. I have an upgraded camera. I have a new camera that my editor sent me. And we're going to be providing more quality content. But these are the people that I have working with me behind the scenes that are putting their effort and energy into a brand they really believe in. Like, these are B1 on code people. Everybody, I use all the money that's exchanged from Chanel, all of our admins for Art Cathy Heals, for me, during, even in this situation, like, everybody, this is Black run and Black fund, okay? And so you can create another empire for yourself. You can do the same thing for yourself. These business models don't belong to me. They've been here forever. You need to be able to write a book. Your son, your daughter, everybody need to have a YouTube page. But you do not have to resort to nigga fuck shit, talentless nigga shit, to make money and to make a name for yourself. You know what I mean? When you have no talent, when you have no light, you have to try to pull from others that have it. That's what you see. When you're truly talented, you're just working on other things. You're just working on other products, other ways that you're showing your talent, whether it's music, whether it's TV, whether it's a book. You're just creating and putting your talent somewhere else. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. I'm getting all kind of notifications that my damn battery is low. So I'm going to finish this up another time. And actually, you may see a part 4. But thank you for your support. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.